What's going on, guys? It's Isaac. I'm in the garage. If it looks a little hazy to you, it's because it's the first time I've cranked up this my wood heater. I got my wood heater here. It's a 55-gallon drum. She puts off some heat. Got the fire going there. Got the smoke filling the shop when I open up the door. Got my chimney. And I'm watching a new episode of CarsandCameras. Alright, I took out the original motor mounts. These are the mounts that mount to the chassis. And I cut the top section off. I cut them a little bit crooked. It'll be fine, right? So what I've got to do is I've got to make it even. So there's where I need to cut it. This side's pretty good. I got to make them even because I'm going to... These are mighty close to fitting the small block Chevy V8 mounts. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take these motor mounts once they're even, bolt them back in the car, and I'm going to get some pipe and I'm going to weld some pipe on top of it, and which the motor mount to the engine goes about right here. It's a little bit offset, but I'm going to add some gussets to it and make it work. Looking pretty good. Check it out. Boom. So what we have here, I hope you can see it. It's a 350 motor mount. Here's the factory motor mount right here. I was just going to run the pipe in there and I was going to weld it up here, which tonight all I'm doing is tack welding it in place. And then I'm going to go take it and weld it up with a real nice welder. So I'm going to run some gussets here, there, and same thing on this other side. I'm here. I hope y'all are ready for me. I sure hope y'all ain't closed. Y'all sure look closed, but y'all better not because it's only 8:30. Yeah, buddy. Get my parts. Get out of here. Okay, we're here at the metal, and I don't see any tubing. I see angle iron. I love the angle iron. Round stock, all kinds of good stuff. I don't see any tubing. That's aluminum. I don't want aluminum. I want steel. Alright, I believe I found something that would work. Got the black steel. Hopefully I can weld to it. Wow, guys, I didn't realize it, but I was the last customer here. Thank you for staying open for me. Now I can go home and spot weld my mounts in so I can take them to work with me tomorrow and weld them up real nice. Alright, I have made my little mount pieces. I'm gonna weld them up next. I'm gonna just weld it up right there, and I'm gonna weld these washers in place. That way when I bolt this thing together and pinch it together, the washers will help support that pipe. Give it a little bit more meat to clamp onto anyhow. So here's my motor mount mock-up. I am now going to spot weld that together, and then tomorrow I am going to weld it up real nice with my good welder. I'm just using a cheap welder today, just so I can get her tacked. That's all I'm doing. So now let me tack this thing up. Let's see what happens. Right down my coat. Right down my coat. Not cool. Down my coat again. Woo! Hot! Come on now. Ta-da! I've got motor mounts. Well, tacked. Look at that. It's holding the engine up on its own. Alright, so here we go. I used a non-gas welder, just a tack weld. I don't have a good welder here at the house. So all I did was tack weld it, and tomorrow I will weld it up real nice, real pretty, and we'll have a real good motor mount system here. But what I have done is I have hooked a small block Chevrolet engine up to, I don't know if you can see it, but I made this bell housing work with the factory transmission and torque tube and rear end in this car. This engine doesn't have a whole lot of horsepower. It probably has 180 horsepower, which is a lot more than the 6-cylinder that was in it had. So even this engine's going to tear that transmission up, tear the rear end up too. I just wanted a cruiser. I wanted something different. I wanted a V8 and keep the 3-speed on the column. Most people, they take the transmission rear end out and put an automatic in it with a different rear end, and of course the small block. Boring. I wanted something different. She should have wound up at the scrap yard, but I can't see this car going to the scrap yard. It'd break my heart. Okay, guys, guess who I got with me today? Turn around. Turn around. John, what's up, buddy?
You know.
Yeah, I'm going total rat rod here, buddy.
Yep.
The sketchiest motor mounts ever. But you know what? It'll be fine.
Might be a redneck if your motor mounts are made out of
go-kart parts.
what looks like Swiss cheese.
Yeah.
Go-kart parts, yeah.
It is go-kart parts. Here, I'm just kind of...
Wait, no, that's lawnmower parts right there.
Oh, this is lawnmower part.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, buddy. That's going to be pretty hot. Ooh, hot, hot, hot. I can't remember how it goes.
Maybe just give it a minute.
No, I'm ready to see what. It's hot.
Or just put a glove on. Alright.
It's not what I was going for here.
I mean, that looks close enough.
There's nothing sketchy about this, dude. This is mint.
Okay.
There we go. That's better.
Much better.
Ow, it's hot. Will help hold it good enough for testing purposes only. I think this big one right here would be Alright, I have the motor mounts welded up. Now I'm going to bolt them up and set the engine down on them. Let me tighten up these bolts. The motor mounts are going together quite nicely. Yes, that is pretty tight. Now I got to get this off. Oh, that's good. Yes, sir, buddy. Get off of there. There's that motor mount. Now I'm going to set the engine down onto the mounts. Wow. Guys, it is in there. We have this mount. And we have this mount. Pretty good. Okay guys, it's the next day. I've pushed my car out of the shop. There it is. 1953 Chevy Bel Air 2-door hardtop. The hardtop means when you roll down these windows here, there's an open space. It's kind of a hard car to find. It's not complete yet. I got to put it together. That engine was running. It was in my 66 burnout truck. This is not the engine that was doing the burnout. That was another engine, but this is the engine that was in it whenever I bought it. There's my sketchy motor mounts. Here's where the original mount was. There's where the new one goes. So it's about a 4-inch difference. And this one's even more. But I don't see why it would go anywhere. Of course it's not super duper strong, but it'll be fine. It's a fairly dent-free car, but she has got a lot of rust in her. A whole lot of rust. But I picked up the car for $350. Here's the worst part, guys. There's the bad spot. But I'm going to put a floor pan in here and on the other side. The rear pans are still there. They're in pretty sorry shape. But they'll be fine for right now. I will have to do something on this side. So this is it for this video, guys. My 53 Chevy build, motor mounts. I'm sorry that the video is so short. I've been helping John out with the lawnmower build, and time just kind of flew by, and I kind of rushed this video, so I'm sorry guys. The next one will be better, I promise. Maybe the next one you'll hear the thing running. I got to work out the brakes. I got to plumb everything up. Got to make it electric. You know, lights, ignition, stuff like that. But this is it. I'm really excited that the engine's in there for the last time, hopefully. So if y'all like what y'all see, if y'all have any comments on, you know, helping me out with this, feel free to leave a comment. And I'll catch y'all later.